Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahawah, Yahawah. Much love, double honors, and many respects to the elders and apostles of Greatmillstone, who will rule over all of Yahawah. Blessings and salutations to you, Yahawah, the children of Yahawah that's dwelling in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. May the Most High have mercy. Right now, we're just going to jump into the scriptures. I got the brother holding Psalms 81. I think I want you to start with the verse. Okay, come.
This is Psalms chapter 81 and verse 8. Hear, O my people, and I will testify unto thee, O Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me. There shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God.
Break it down now.
I am This is Psalms chapter 81 and verse 8. Hear, O my people, and I will testify unto thee, O Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me. There shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God.
This is the words of the Most High Heavenly Father, who everybody inherently calls God, Most High. His name is Yahawah in the pure Lashawan Kodash, that's the pure Paleo Hebrew. And he is speaking words unto the children of Israel, his people. He is saying, you children of Israel, I am your power. You are not to worship any other strange power before you. If it be any other God besides Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahushua, you are not to worship them.
God.
Yeah.
God, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 11. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High power. I'm gonna start from verse 12. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. Okay, well basically, like it was saying in Psalms, we're not supposed to be given into idolatry, which is the worship of false gods. All right, that's why our people are in this position. That's how we went from being the rulers of this world, of this earth, to being where we are now, to being the lowest in society. Keep going on that.
Verse 10. I am the Lord, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahushua, thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it.
Alright, so Most High Yahawah, he was the one that brought us out of Egypt. He was the one that put us together as a nation. Alright, so that's the one that we're supposed to pray unto. That's the only God that we have, the Most High Yahawah and his son Yahushua. That's all that we're supposed to worship. We're not supposed to be jumping into Muslim shit, Buddhism, alright, false Christianity. If you're a Hebrew Israelite, Negro, Latino, or Native American, you need to keep your head in the Bible. That's the only place the truth is. That's where the truth lies for us. I got some real quick, right? Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. For either they are mad when they be married, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or else lightly forswear themselves. All right, so when you're an idolater, when you worship idols, you're going to be, you either, I'll read 28 again. It says, for either they are mad when they be married, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or lightly forswear themselves. All right, so those are the things you do when you're an idolater. All right, you prophesy lies. All right, it says you live unjustly. What else? Lightly forswear themselves. So you just do whatever you want to do under the pretense of your false god. You got more on that?
But verse 11. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me.
You know, right? And that goes for back then as well as right now. You know, the children of Israel do not hearken unto the Most High Heavenly Father. You know, the vast majority, I should say.
I got you. got it.
This is Ezekiel 20, verse 14. But I wrought for my name's sake that I should not be polluted before the heathen, in whose sight I brought them out. Yet also I lifted up my hand unto them in the wilderness, that I would not bring them into the land which I had given them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands, because they despised my judgments and walked not in my statutes, but polluted my Sabbaths, for their heart went after their idols.
You know, and the reason why the Most High took his name away from Israel was because we polluted his name. We polluted everything that he showed unto the world that made us whole. You know, we defiled the temple. We sacrificed to false idols. We committed spiritual fornication.
Gutter rats.
Breaking the law, statutes, and commandments, everything that the Most High entrusted unto us that made us a separate people in the world. You know, we cast it away for nothing. And then in return, the Most High took his name away from us.
I got something. Get yours.
No. You say you have something.
Okay. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter. Start at verse 8, then I'm gonna jump over. This is Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 8. All right, and this is just to give context. This is the Most High giving Ezekiel the vision of how he redeemed us as a nation, and then we went off a whoring. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 8. Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yeah, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee, said Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai power, and thou becamest mine. All right, then I'm going to jump down. So that was the Most High saying when he had first took us out of the land of Egypt. All right, he made a covenant with us. He covered us. He made us chosen and a great nation. All right, then verse 15. But thou didst trust in thine own beauty and playedst the harlot because of thy renown, and pouredst out thy fornications on every one that passed by. His it was. All right, so over a course of time, we went and gave in to idolatry. We playedst the harlot, which is spiritual talk, meaning we were given in to all the false philosophies and doctrines that the other nations had around us. You got it.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 25 and 26. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And that's what the Most High, Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai, is doing right now. Especially a good example is you people down in Houston, Texas. The Most High, Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai, is having one of the best laughs of many to come right now, because you people of Israel have refused to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments.
Hey, keep going on that,
Okay, kind. Verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And do we not have video examples of people saying, oh God, oh Lord, down in Houston, Texas, please help us? The Most High not hearing y'all. He is laughing at y'all.
Hey, go to 22. Go to verse 22.
Verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Start at 20. Start at 20.
Verse 20. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse. Is that where we are, in the chief place of concourse right now?
But even the brothers in Houston, they on the chief place of concourse, crying out to the people, telling them what was going to happen, what they needed to do to receive salvation at any time of affliction. You know, what the people don't hear them. You know, you have a lot of Jakes, Israelites out in Texas that don't want to hear. You know, they're still caught in the philosophies of this world. You know, and when the Most High brought Hurricane Harvey, and walked on, he swirled his ass down there, you know, that, hey, you got what you deserve, because you didn't want to hearken unto the words of the prophets through the spirit of Yahawah Shem Yahushua.
In the openings of the gates in the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
Because a fool is one that doesn't want to change the things that is beneficial to you. When you go to somebody, you try to tell them, like for example, it's not good for you to smoke. You know, for you to be smoking cigarettes is not good for your health. It's not good for your well-being. It's detrimental to you. And they was like, oh, you know what? Fuck that. I'm about to like this girl right now. You know, that's a fool. You know, you're warning them of what could happen to them if they don't stop the things that's foolish that they're doing in their life. Same thing when it comes to us prophets out here on these corners, on these highways and the byways, conveying the message that Yahawah Shem Yahushua is going to destroy you for your foolishness, for your unattentive ears. You know.
Oh, how long you simple ones will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning.
And as well as you scorners, you know, when you're out here scoffing and mocking and back talking against the prophets, you know, it's like you're slapping the words of the Most High away from you. You know, that's an offense. You know, hey, that's when troublous times come upon you. The Most High is gonna mock you. You know, He's gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, I got one. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 4. All sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahawah by Shem Yahushua. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backward.
No, that's what our people did. They backpedaled from following Yahawah by Shem Yahushua. That's what our whole nation did. That's why we're like this. All right, the Most High said, don't commit idolatry. He said, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, come up to Jerusalem certain days out of the year. But our people couldn't do that. They did the exact opposite on purpose. All right, so as soon as what was that? As soon as we got out of Egypt and Moses was gone for 40 days and nights, they went and started dancing around a damn cow. All right, and that's these same niggas now. And like the Uncle saying, that's a lot of them same ass niggas down in Houston. You fucking backwater brisket eating, fucking taco eating, goddamn country black ass, fucking dark niggas down there, man. Con. All right, that's why the Lord is getting you simpletons, because them Akim been down there pushing the word for years. All right, trying to tell y'all, trying to wake the people up. And look at your pastors. What's Joel Osteen doing to help you people? If he's really a man of the Lord, he'd have been down there doing the damn butterfly strokes, coming to save people. All right. Now he closed the gates up, and he only opened them up so he wouldn't look bad publicly.
Tyler Perry donated $250,000.
Well, so let me grab my damn phone. For the Akim that's seen that video, the one with the homeless dude, he was saying how the Salvation Army was slaughtering people. All right, so they're using that whole hurricane as a cover so they can get rid of a lot of the undesirables. All right, and ultimately that's through the power of Yahawah Shem Yahushua. All right, because the conditions that place is in is going to come to the whole rest of the world.
You can't rebuild that. It's over with that.
It's 9 trillion tons of water that flooded.
They'd be all right.
Yeah,
that'd be all right.
It's like it's 15
shit. When the Lord floods this place with fire, it's gonna be cleaned up anyway.
Right.
If they don't have enough, America doesn't have enough money to rebuild that place. They can't. It's impossible. It's literally impossible for them to rebuild it up.
You know, the economic system in America is gone. It's gone. So there's no way in hell that the American government can possibly rebuild the whole city of Houston.
They barely rebuilt what was that, Hurricane Katrina? They barely rebuilt that.
And then they got hit with another one.
Yep.
Now on the news they was broadcasting how many people died during Hurricane Harvey hitting Katrina, but they didn't give you the accurate death toll of how many people died in Texas. You know, when you watch videos, there's people saying that they seen dead bodies, you know, floating by them. But the media is saying that there was only 5 people killed.
That's a lie.
It's way more than that, man. And not including the ones, as the brother had mentioned, that the Salvation Army was killing. You know, how can you fight? Because America's army is stretched thin. It's pretty much on every continent, on every soil, in every country. You know, they got a military base there, and then you got to send troops to combat natural disasters that happen in this world. It ain't no way that you can win the war, you know, if you were drawn into World War III.
It's not possible.
You know, that's the reason why it says what it says in Joel 2:20. You know, when they removed their northern army, you know, with their face towards the utmost seas and their hinder parts towards the sea that's behind them, man. America's army is going to be stretched too thin. You got the national 30,000 National Guard that was sent down to Houston, Texas to help down there with Hurricane Katrina. I mean, not Katrina, Harvey. And then you got another hurricane, I heard that's supposed to be coming off the East Coast, down near Florida. You know, the Most High is going to attack this place in all